Hi students, how are you? I hope you are well. Last class we discussed about the emergence of new kingdoms in North India. In last class we discussed about the Rajputs. Rajputs, they are collectively called Rajputna. The word Rajput is derived from the Sanskrit word which means scion of the royal blood. They have three principal houses. One is Suryavanshi, races of the sun, Chandravanshi, races of the moon, and the Agnikula, races of the fire god. They have four clans, namely Pratiharas, Chauhans, Chalukyas, and Paramaras of powers. These are the four clans. First one, we discuss about the Pratiharas. The Pratiharas are also called Gurjara Pratiharas. It was a four prominent clans of the Rajput. It is one of the four important clans of Rajput. They ruled Gurjara in Jodhpur. Nahapatna I was the first and prominent ruler of Pratiharas. After that, they succeeded with the Vatsara, successor of Nahapatna II, and Ramabhadra did not do anything impressively. After the succession of the Arabs, the Pratiharas turned the attention towards the east and the end of the millennium. The Rajput found each endlessly in the 11th and 12th century. They have the very advantages of many local kings to make king succeeder and make an independent ruler in the Pratihara dynasty. After that, Palas, Dharmapala, 772-18, Gopala, who was the founder of the Pala dynasty, Dharmapala, his son, made the Pala kingdom powerful. After that, after the Dharmapala, Devapala, five rulers ruled the region insignificantly. The kingdom attained unprecedented glory when Mahipala ascended the throne in 1988. After that, Mahipala first was the most powerful ruler of Pala dynasty. He is the second founder of the Pala dynasty. He captured many places, Somnath and Rajendra Chola. Mahipala restored the old glory of the Palas. He constructed the large number of religious buildings at Banaras, Sarnath and Nalanda. The Pala dynasty declined soon after the death of Mahipala and gave the way to the Sena dynasty. Up to this we learned in last class. Today we are going to see about the Chauhans. The Chauhans. First point, the Chauhans ruled between AD CE 956 and 1192 over the eastern parts of the present day Rajasthan, establishing their capital at Sakambari. Second point, the last of Chauhan king Prithviraj Chauhan was considered the greatest of all Chauhan rulers. After the Mahipala, the Chauhans ruled 956 to 1192. He captured the Rajasthan. The Chauhans were the feudatories of Pratiharas. The last of Chauhan king Prithviraj Chauhan was considered the greatest of all Chauhan rulers. He defeated Muhammad Ghori in the first battle of Tarain found in 1191. However, he was defeated and killed in the second battle of Tarain in 1192. Contribution of Rajputs to art and architecture. Art. Rajput courts were center of culture, were literature, music, dance, paintings, fine art and sculpture flourished. Second point, the style of painting is called Rajasthani. The Rajasthani style of painting can be seen at Bikaner, Jodhpur, Meewar and Jaisalmer, all in Rajasthan. First, contribution, the work of Rajputs in art and architecture. First one, we are going to see about the art. Rajput arts were the center of culture, literature, music, dance, paintings, fine arts and sculpture flourished. A specific style of Rajput painting, often focusing on religious themes, emerged at Rajput courts. The style of painting is called Rajasthani. The Rajasthani style of painting can be seen at Bikaner, Jodhpur, Meewar, Jaisalmer, all in Rajasthan. Next one, architecture. The temples the Rajput rulers built have won the admiration of art critics. The temples in Khajuraho, the Sun Temple in Konark, Dilwara Jain Temple, constructed in Mount Abu, Kantriya Temple at Madhya Pradesh are illustrious example of the architecture. They give example for the Rajput architecture. They have the very great builders. In Rajput times, they have very great builders. They give some examples: Chittorgarh, Ranthambore, Kumbhalgarh, and Khajuraho Temple, Sun Temple, Dilwara Jain Temple, Udaipur Lake Palace, Jaipur Amber Fort, Gwalior Palace. These are the very good example of Rajput architecture. The Khajuraho temples, the Rajput rulers have the admiration critics. They have the very good examples in Jaipur, Lake Palace of Udaipur, artificial lakes, the castle Jodhpur in Rajasthan give a overlooking the town. Next one, Khajuraho. The Khajuraho in Bandalkhan has 30 temples. In Khajuraho, we have 30 temples are located. Second point, the Sikkaras of the Khajuraho temples are most elegant. The Sikkara temple is most beautiful temple in Khajuraho. Third point, the exterior and interior parts of the temples are adorned with very fine sculptures. The outside look and inside look of the temple is very neat, beautiful with fine sculptures. Sculpture means statues. These temples are dedicated to Jain Tirthankaras and Hindu deities like Shiva and Vishnu. They are dedicated to this temple to Shiva and Vishnu. Raksha Bandhan. And next one, Raksha Bandhan, Rakhi tradition is attributed to Rajputs. Raksha, production, Bandhan, to tie, is a festival that celebrates the brotherhood and love. It is believed that if a woman ties a Rakhi around the wrist of male members, it means they are treating them like brothers. Raksha Bandhan mostly celebrated in North India and some parts of South India. It is a festival that is Raksha means production, Bandhan means tie. The women is female is tie the Rakhi to the wrist of the male members. It means here then after they became a brothers and sister. This was a very good festival celebrated in North India. Contribution of Palas to cultures. First point, the Palas were adherents to the Mahayana school of Buddhism. Second point, under Pala patronage, a distinctive school of art arose called Pala art or Eastern India art. Pala artistic style flourished in present day states of Bihar and West Bengal and also in present day Bangladesh. Contribution of Palas, work of Palas to the culture. The Palas were very good in Buddhism. They were generous and patrons of Buddhist temples. They built many temples. Example, Nalanda and Vikramashila. They celebrated the Buddhist monk Atisa 981-1054 who reformed the Tibetan Buddhism, was the president of the Vikramashila monastery. The Pala also maintained the cordial relations with the Hindu Buddhist state and Salintras of Sumatra and Java. Under the Pala patronage, they have the distinctive school called Eastern Indian art, and the Pala bronze sculpture from this area play an important part in the spread of Indian culture in Southeast Asia. The Pala celebrated the Buddha and the divinities. Pala artistic style flourished in present day of Bihar and West Bengal and also in present day Bangladesh. So the Palas are very good in the culture to developing the Buddhist and also good relationship with the Hindu Buddhist state. Up to this, today class completed. Now take your book and material to split the words. Thank you students. See you in next class.